Okay, Louisiana Beer Review Special Edition number 58, I think. I'm looking at Schlitz Gold Bull, or the official name Schlitz Very Smooth Lager, High Gravity. This beer is not sold in Louisiana, in southeastern Louisiana where I live, sorry. But it is sold in southwestern Louisiana. So when I was on the way back from Texas last week, I picked this up. I had it in the freezer for a while, so I still have it pretty cold. It's 8.5% alcohol. It gets very poor ratings on Beer Advocate and Rate Beer, as you'd imagine. You know, like a 0, and it gets a poor rating on Beer Advocate. It's been out since, I think, 2008. Doing a video conference with another beer reviewer, Maria Devon, and about to eat lunch. I was eating some salad, so I figured I'd pour this. I already had the Trappist Roquefort 10, and I don't think this is going to match up to that, although it will come fairly close in the alcohol content. I get a pretty thin, not much of a white head. This is a chalice, though, really not the proper glass. And a clear, sparkling gold appearance. So it does look nice. You got to admit that. Now, hello there.
Hi.
Maria's watching him. She doesn't have the Schlitz V.S.L today.
I don't have the Schlitz, but you know what? I'm going to get it, Jay. If you say that it's worth trying, I'll tell you what, I tried one malt liquor, and I will never try another. Or at least that's what I said. I tried the Steel Reserve. I thought it was garbage in a can.
Yeah, you know, most beers are worth trying. There's some that you should certainly avoid at all costs, like Earthquake High Gravity, 12%. Although, the Earthquake High Gravity 12% is worth trying if you just want to see what the worst possible beer could actually taste like. If you want, you know, it's worth it in that sense, but it's really profoundly bad. Now let's check this one out. Take my hat off. The lighting is not ideal here, but let's see. I might have to adjust this camera a little bit. All right. The aroma is strong. It's Maria's got people doing some service work at the house, so she's in and out. It's strong. It's sweet. It's grainy. But mostly it's what you would call a beer aroma, really. I think the can was $1.37 or something after tax. I can't remember, something like that. It's a 16-ounce pint. It probably wasn't that high, actually. It was lower than that. I can't remember, but it was low. Anyway, the flavor is sweet, semi-dry, pretty crisp. Oh, that's the finish, but it's sweet, grainy, bready. It tastes like standardized beer. The hoppiness is low, but it's there to balance out the ultra sweetness. The 8.5 doesn't really come through, but it will come through in your brain if you drink too much of this. So it's a beer that you should be really careful with. But the mouthfeel is light to medium, and really more towards light. Excuse me. And the finish, like I was jumping ahead toward earlier, is crisp, clean, refreshing, mostly dry, and it's dangerously drinkable. So if you want a beer that's easygoing, pleasant, and dangerous, I would recommend the Schlitz V.S.L High Gravity. You know, when you get into the world of high gravity malt liquors, so many of them are harsh. They're cloying. They're disgusting. Hard to drink. Although I do sort of appreciate that harshness, in fact. But I think for the high gravity malt liquors, Schlitz V.S.L or the Schlitz Ice Bull, which is that greenish gray can, those really hit the mark. They're one of the they're a couple of the better high gravity malt liquors. So if you kind of appreciate the harshness, that take no prisoners, no holds barred presentation from a lager beer, the Schlitz V.S.L might be one to try. I think they do a good job with it. It's brewed at Miller. Pabst doesn't actually operate any of their own breweries anymore. They contract brew with Miller mostly, and then they do a little bit of contracting with the brewery in La Crosse, Wisconsin, a former Heilemann brewery. But how would I rate this? Well, for beer overall, for beer overall, I think it is really good. I'll give it a B+. And that's the lowest I'd be able to give it, is a B+, because I think it hits all the right marks and it really doesn't miss anywhere. There's no foul aromas or flavors. And I think for a high gravity malt liquor or extra strong beer, which is really what this is, quite extra strong, I think it is most excellent. It's an A. In the high gravity malt liquor world, Schlitz V.S.L Gold Bull is pretty revered, and I can see why. So I'm glad I bought it. So les bon temps roulé. I'm about to eat some pasta with red sauce and some country sausage, and I think it's going to go very well with that. So les bon temps roulé, another good beer from the Pabst Brewing Company. I'm going to end this review by saying y'all have a good afternoon or evening whenever you're watching it, and come on down to southeastern Louisiana.